Good morning. I hope you can grab a little bit of coffee and join me for the reading. Today I'm looking at John chapter 6. Wow, what an amazing passage of scripture. The feeding of the 5,000, Jesus walking on the water, the crowd trying to make him a king and him slipping away. So many remarkable things. The great I am statements found in John 6. So here we go. As we read, think about yourself and think about maybe just one beautiful thing you can take away from this passage to encourage your heart today. Let's read. Metetauta apelthen ho Jesus peran tes thaleses tes Galileas tes Tiberiados. After these things went away Jesus over the sea of Galilee of Tiberias. Ekeluthe de auto, oxlas palus, hati etheorun ta semia, ha epoie epiton asthenunton. Was following now him a crowd great, because they were seeing the signs which he was doing upon those being sick. Verse 3. Anelphen de esto horas Jesus kai ekatheto metaton matheton auto. Went up now on the mountain Jesus, and there he was sitting with the disciples of him. Verse 4. Ende egusto Pascha he erte ton Judeon. Was now near the Passover, the feast of the Jews. Eperas auntaus upsthalmus ho Jesus kai diasamenas hati palus axlas arxetai pros auton lege pros Philippon pathen hagaresomen artus hinna phogesen auto. Having lifted up then the eyes, Jesus, and having seen that a great crowd is coming to him, he says to Philip, From where shall we buy bread that might eat these? Verse 6. Tauto de elegen perezon auton autas gar ede te emelen poien. This now he was saying, testing him. He foreknew what he was about to do. Verse 7. Apekrithe auto ho Philippos diakosion dunarion artoi auk arkusen autois hina ekastas bragzo te labe. Answered him Philip, 200 denarii worth of loaves not are sufficient for them, that each little piece one might receive. Verse 8. Lege auto es ekton matheton auto Andreas ho Adelphos Simonas patru. Says to him one of the disciples of him, Andrew, the brother of Simon Peter, Esten pederion ode hos exe pente artos, crethenus cae duo opsaria, ala tauta ti esten eis tasutas. Is a little boy here who has 5 loaves barley and 2 small fish, but these what are for so many? Verse 10. Epen ho Iesus poesate taus anthropus anapesian. Said Jesus, make the men to recline. Ende chartos palus ento tapo. Anapesan aun oe Andres, ton erithmon, hos pentakes chilioi. Said Jesus, make the men to recline. There was now grass much in the place. Reclined therefore the men, the number about 5,000. Elaben aun tus artos ho Iesus, kai eucharistesas, diadoken tois anakemenois, homoios, kai ekton upsarion, hoson ethelon. Took then the loaves Jesus, and having given thanks, he distributed to those reclining, likewise also of the fish, as much as they wished. Verse 12. Hos de eneplestesan legetois mathetais auto, synagagete ta peresia santa, klesmata, henamete apaletai. When now they were filled, he says to the disciples of him, gather together the having been over and above fragments, so that nothing, anything may be lost. Synagogon aon kai egamisan dedeca kephenus klesmaton ekton pente arton ton krethenon ha aperesiasan tois bebrokosen. They gathered together therefore and filled 12 handbaskets of fragments from the 5 loaves barley which were over and above to those having eaten. Oi un anthropoi, the therefore people, idantes ho epoisen, semion elegon hati, autus esten aletos, ho prophetes, ho erexomenos, eston kasmon. The therefore people, having seen what he had done, the sign, were saying, this is truly the prophet who is coming into the world. Iesus aun genus hati melusin erexestai kai arpasian auton henna poesosen basilia enexoresen palenes to horos autos manas. Jesus therefore, having known that they are about to come and to seize him, that they might make him king, withdrew again to the mountain himself alone. Jesus walks on water. This is also found in Matthew 14:22-33 and Mark 6:45-52. Hoste upsia egeneto katabesan oi mathetai autu epiten thalasan. When now evening it became, went down the disciples of him to the sea, kai imbantes es ploion, and having entered into a boat, arxanto perantes thaleses, es Kepharnaum, Capernaum. They were going over the sea to Capernaum. Kai Scotia ede egegone, and dark already it had become. Kai aupo eleluthai, pros autus o Jesus. And it became, and not had come to them Jesus. Hete thalassa enemu megalu pinuantas diageretto, and the sea, by a wind strong blowing, was agitated. Elelacotes aunhos stadios ecosi pentehe priacanta thiarusenton esun peripatunta epites thalasses kai egus tau ploiu genomenon kai upsabethesan. Having rowed therefore about stadia 25 or 30, they see Jesus walking on the sea, and near the boat coming, and they were frightened. Hode lege autois, ego emi me phobeste. And he says to them, I am, not fear. Wow. 21. Ethelan aon laben auton esto ploion, kai euthios egeneto to ploion epites ges es en hupegan. They were willing then to receive him into the boat, and immediately was the boat at the land to which they were going. 22. Te eperion ho hagslas ho estekos peran tes thaleses edon hati ploerian allo uk en eki meen kai hati au suneselten tois mathetes autu ho esus esto ploion. On the next day the crowd standing on the other side of the sea, having seen that boat, other no was there, if not one, and that not went with the disciples of him, Jesus into the boat, but alone the disciples of him went away. Verse 23. Alla elthen ploieria ec tapiriados egus tau tapu hapu epsegan ton arton eucharistesantos tau curio. But other came boats from Tiberias near the place where they ate the bread, having given thanks the Lord. Hate aun eden ho axlas hati esus uk esten eke ude oi mathetai autu enebesan autu esta ploieria kai elthon eis Kephaneum, zetantes ton Jesus. When therefore saw the crowd that Jesus not is there, nor the disciples of him, they entered themselves into the boats, and came to Capernaum, seeking Jesus. Kai urantes autu peran tes thalasses eron auto Rabbi pate hode gigannos. And having found him on the other side of the sea, they said to him, Rabbi, where have you come? I'm going to have to stop there. We have Jesus, the bread of life. We'll read that next.